All right, guys, we are doing a little bit of wrestling review today on Championship One Wrestling from yesterday, Saturday, December 16th, 2023. I'm happy that you all came here and want to be here with us. If it's a little bit too loud or I get a little bit of a reverb, please let me know so I can change that. I don't have my headset on currently. I will be putting it on here in just a second. And I'm sorry about the lighting tonight. I've got it a little bit low because I've had to move some stuff around to make sure that I'm closer to this mic so it doesn't sound like I'm singing in the rain, and it probably may sound like that anyway right now. I need to double check just to make sure I've got the right setting up because I don't think I do. But but yeah, we're it'll be all right. I'll let it work. I'll let it roll for now. So we're just trying to make sure that everything's working good here and being good here. And without further ado, let's get going. That's my bad. I'm working on getting that audio fixed on that. Excellent introduction into the show so far. As you hear, the crowd's really into it in the background. They're really trying to get there. Man, you can really hear everything through that camera that they're using. It's a lot better production quality, too, or so it looks. It looks a lot better this week. Front view to the side. He's following him from the back. He needs to follow him from the front a little bit. You know, take some back steps, make him look in the camera and talk in the camera as he's walking down. Then when they get to the corner, he needs to let him around him on the corner and go through. Kind of do a little sidey poo. But he did a great job. I mean, great job getting him, following him, moving him through. Caught a lot more action from underneath the ropes, catching him running, catching him from the turnbuckles. He's whining to him, guys. He's just a whiner. I mean, what can you do? If he's just going to whine, he's going to whine. You might want some cheese with that wine. Tell him to stop or I'm leaving. You hear that? My mic might be up just a hair too loud. Let me fix it real quick, guys. Is that better? Worse? Something like that? I turned it down just a hair. Justin Ramey and Taven he has more confidence this week than he had last week. He has a lot more confidence. Of course, back shots, whenever they're up on that side, we need to have a camera view of them being up on there, which is fine. You can catch them from the back, but it would be more presentable to have it from the front. But you're not going to win everything. I need to quit griping about it. There's not a bad seat in the house. If you show up live, you can see everything from each angle. Man, he's getting upset over that too. He's selling it really well. All right, good little hip toss over. Ref is doing a little bit more, getting down, making sure. I mean, a lot of good stuff here. This ref is a lot better as far as presentation too. How he's keeping himself close to him. Good reverse, good turnaround. Back on top of the head in that headlock. Good camera angle too, catching the whole body, catching the whole picture, got it all in there. Good job moving the camera over to catch the front side of them. Good hip toss. All right, good head scissors cover over. He's trying to bounce it around, trying to get out of it. Finally does. Turned it back into another headlock. Ref was a little bit too close, but it worked out perfect. He stopped just in time. Oh, good. Good reversal. Good turnaround. Good heel kick. Right off the top. And he's fired up. He's ready to go. And you hear the crowd. The crowd's into it, man. They're really loving this. They're really trying to keep him in the ring and moving as much as they can inside that ring. Oh, good chops. Nice little poke to the eye. Hitting him down. Now look on the outside. Look at the little kid, man. He's really selling it for him too. Can't choke him, ref. You can't do this to him, ref. So you caught a little bit of it there. Needs to be a little bit quieter when he walks over to his ear to tell him. It was quiet enough that the people didn't hear it, but the camera picked it up, which is fine. That's not a big deal, you know. Good job selling it, hitting it. You hear the slaps, got the rope. This is a lot better of a match, a lot better of a first match that they have this week. They're getting more comfortable with each other, and you can tell that as the more comfortable they get with each other, the more they're taking risk and also letting that risk fly. Good job moving to the back angle to catch the pain. Really great angle here. And you hear Tevin smacking on that mat. He's smacking on that mat. He's getting them involved, smacking on the mat. Could have kicked a little bit there. I wouldn't have cried or complained. I'm not. I mean, he's selling it the best that he can. But he could have kicked with his feet, you know, gave him the little wiggle. Like he's really choking him. He's doing great, though. This is a great match. Good kick out. There you go. Camera's moving to the right angle to catch it from the side. There you go. Death Valley driver. What a beautiful driver. Look at him selling on the outside for him. Such a good sell. And he knows it too. He's got to get the crowd in it. Got to get them in it. He's very good at hyping it up. He's being a good little barker, man. He's barking on it. Oh, missed the moonsault. That could have been bad. Oh, turned out into a cutter. RKO cutter, whatever you want to call it. They sold it really well. They sold that match really, really well. Good job getting right on him. He should have looked at the camera instead of the scorekeeper. He should have looked at the camera and said it. This is my time. My time. Maybe right then when he's laying on the ground, stand up on the ropes and look in with the camera from the ropes. But they did a good job of capturing the exit. Him going out of the ring, moving through. So it's give and take. That's give and take. Doing an excellent job, though. Whoever's got the camera, I know that you all were shorthanded this week. Whoever has the camera is doing a little bit of a better job catching better angles. A great job catching better angles. So far. Right, we're moving on to the match of the night, I do believe. The Rayce Steele versus Dalton Patterson tag team match that was coming out with the Gabe Walters family. Those of you joining us on YouTube and also those of you joining us on Facebook, you can chat with me, but I cannot type back to you, but I can see your chat on my screen. Following him from the backside. I understand it's small. You don't have enough space there. You got to have enough space for fire code with that rope. I do understand that. Should be catching him from the front side, though, until he walks in. Should have been a front side view. Would he raise it up to? So far, I mean, this is just minimal stuff. Do not take it personal. Not trying to shit on your product. It's a great product. You want to see their face as much as possible. You want to see the reactions to their face as much as possible. Good job. You didn't even notice, but he stood up and got on top of the ring there to go to the inside view. That was the best thing he could have done. And then when Rayce talks, he needs to turn around and talk into the mic. Talk to the camera in that mic. Yeah, I think he said, "Who's your daddy, C1W?" That was really muffled. He wants to address last week. He's real low. But I think it's just how he's holding the mic. He's got itself muffled with the mic all the way up on himself. And then his voice is real low too. Good job moving the camera to catch his face. You want a superstar? Well, you got one. He said, "This is going to stay with me," and then he got muffled again. Good job looking into the camera, especially with the belt and giving that nice little presentation there as he walks away and gets down, which is great. Good job focusing on him as he's getting down. May God have mercy on your soul. That's what he should have put there. You had a great thing going and you ruined it. May God have mercy on your soul. It's all right. Kevin, you did great. I'm not jumping on you, not yelling at you. Just setting it up with Cameron Coxx and the Gabe Walters family. That would have been a perfect entrance for him. They're setting up the family entrance. It does create suspense and drama. Good little walk around. Should be from the front, still on one of them. Not really a fan of the chair throwing stick, but hey, it works for him. I can hear OSHA calling. I can hear it. If I'm clipping, guys, I'm so sorry. I tried to turn it down, and for some reason, it's not going down over there either. Yep. Slap the chair. Introduce you. Slap that chair. The newest member to the Gabe Walters family, obviously from our podcast that he was speaking about. All right, so this is where it's going to get just a little bit difficult for the cameraman if he's got it, because now he's got 6 people in the ring to take care of. Well, 5, sometimes 6, depending on who's outside. We got luscious Luke Patterson coming to the ring right now. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend, the lady killer, the centerfold master, luscious Luke Patterson. He's going to dance for you. Is Gabe Walters scared of him? You see him holding that chair up? Luke, if you're watching this, buddy, I think he's scared of you. Hey, it's fair game. Your boy's got a chair. He can have it too. And he's playing the part too. The ref is playing really good on the part. I know I'm looking up constantly, but the video is up here for me. It's not right here in front of the camera. I'm sorry. I'm trying to watch it and talk to you guys at the same time. I don't have a side camera that can point directly from me right here. Hope he's going to give it to him. He almost made it. The refs even told him, "You're that close, buddy. You're that close." And he still at least got the original video footage up from that. They didn't edit it out to where Rayce still wasn't in it anymore. I feel like there was more people there this week too. There was a lot of people on the back that wasn't there last week that shows up, and you can kind of see them in that. So I feel like you had a lot more people there. You may have not, but it just felt that way. It felt like it was a bigger crowd. You had a couple regulars missing. It's the old Scott Hall, Kevin Nash gig right there. They're always saying, "Suck it." It's a PG show, guys. You can't say that all the time. It's a nice little gimmick, though. Especially a tribute to Razor Ramon throwing that toothpick at people. The bad guy. Nice little memorial to him. He said, check them. Check them. We ain't got nothing. You already looked at us. Check them. He's, yeah, just back out just a hair, and he did it. He walked away from it. He's following through with it. The turnbuckle view from over here on top, if he would have got on top where the ref's kind of trying to stand, would be a better view on that. Or the turnbuckle view from the other corner. Tagged out. Oh, doesn't even want to face him. That's a coward move right there. The cowardly lion just went to the corner. I was going to call him the Coyote Cowboy, but man, he's not a Coyote Cowboy. That's cowardice. The Cowardly Cowboy is more like it. Good sell, good camera view of the sell. Right on the back. You got all the snap with it. Got it again. A little bit from the, yeah, there you go. He's moving in the right direction with him. Good back body drop. Slap his thigh whenever he kicks. Slap it. Or stomp, either one. Stomp into a kick so it sounds like he's hitting the mat harder. Good little cheating eye poke there by the old Cameron Coxx. The booty bump. At least it wasn't a stink face, guys. That could have been next. Oh, good little splash. He's selling it really well. The hits are being sold really well. Good back hit there. What a good sell. What a good sell on that. Nice little tag. Jump over to the corner. He waited a little bit too long, but he made that double tag there. That tag came in just at the right time, guys. Good drop toe hold. Looked like he wasn't ready for that drop pill hold. Kind of took him back a step. Luke was ready for it, but he definitely wasn't. Rayce is kind of selling that it hurt him too. Nice little wobbles there. On that club, he could have stomped a little bit too to sell it a little bit better. Good, you could hear the chops. Good little two-man there. Work at that. The ref's more vocal too, talking to him. You can't do that. Get him off the ropes. Move him. Get him out of there. That's a really good thing to have, is a good vocal ref. Look, he's not catching everything. He's getting stuck on the backside, but fake tag there too. Good fake tag. Oh, right there, right in the face. Got him good too. Hit him right in the face. Got to sell it a little bit better. Good camera angle though. Really good camera angle on it. Ref's a little bit in the way. Good elbow, double elbow. Side view or top, either one. Tags made in the corner. Oh, he's done because he doesn't want to fight him. He's a coward. The cowardly cowboy. Tennessee's worst. Nice little stunner. Luke's got him up. What's happening? Nice Russian leg sweep. Got all three of it. Look at Gabe. Gabe can't believe it. Gabe definitely cannot believe it. He does not believe it just happened to him, that he had this perfectly set up, but it ended up not being as perfectly set up as he thought it was going to be for him. Well, it was definitely the end of your little family there tonight. That was supposed to be the biggest news that he came out with on my show, and it ended up turning and backfiring right in his face. That's what you get, buddy. When you try to cheat the system, it never works out for you. I want you to know that, Gabe Walters. If you're watching this tonight, you always try to cheat, lie, and steal. It'll never work out for you. Let me talk to you. Oh, do a hair for hair match. Oh, come on. Hair for hair, guys. It's got to be one of the most underrated matches in history. There he goes. Give him a week or two. Let him make up his mind what type of match they're going to have. And at season speedings, they're going to have one of the best matches, I do believe. I think it should be hair versus hair. Somebody's got to go bald here. That's my personal opinion. I don't think it'll happen, but that would be a great match. Guys, after this match, we're going to take a short break. I need to get some refreshments and refresh myself as well. So I'll watch through this one, but after that, I will take a short break on this one, and we'll get back to this as soon as possible. Who gave that little kid a perm? They should be ashamed. He needs to fire his stylist, his hairstylist. He tripped a little bit there coming in, but that's okay. Once again, the front side on that, but it's all right. You know, you guys are doing the best you can with what you got. I can't be too picky on you guys at all. I really can't. And it's hard to catch that. But that's why I say if you follow them from the entrance through, you're already in position once they get around you to get inside the ring. You can go right to that front angle and you're right there at it just to look up at them. Now, you might have to make room in the front row or leave a spot in the front row for them to get back and look up and then angle over. But if you'll leave them that space right there and follow them down, you can catch that shot every time. Or if you had a stationary camera facing inside the crowd looking into the ring from the back, that would be a better shot too. Now that's just that. Listen, I'm not griping. I shouldn't gripe or complain. Your product's great. Little things make a big difference. Little things. And you've done a lot of stuff. It looked really good. The production's looked really good so far. I love that you let the little kids come up to the rope over there on the corner and go for whoever they like and sit there and wait on them to come out. That's missing in professional wrestling today. There's not a lot of promotions that are doing that. And that is one of the better things that you guys do. Get the kids involved. You got to remember it's larger than life to these kids. These people are superheroes to them. Yeah, there you go, Mr. Wilde. Get in it. That's it. See how he promoted coming back? He came in and he promoted into the camera coming back. Whenever they're walking down, you have the option to promo into that camera if you're following him from the front instead of him coming back and going around. And see where you're at right now is great catching him on the backside, but if you would have turned that angle and just went from the front, great, better view right there. Did excellent though. That's excellent. That's what you want. You want them to have the opportunity not only to feel free as a wrestler, even if they don't say anything going towards that camera, but giving them the option too. If you just give them the crowd view, that's all they get is the crowd view. And the crowd's important too. That I'm not saying that in any of the least bit. But when in your promotion, when they're doing this, that picture of them, their face, their body coming from the front is way more important. And then there's going to be some people who don't want it. They don't want you to take that front shot, and you just respect them. Yeah, we are already here. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump the table there. He's going to go home if you don't shut up. Come on now. We all know better than that. You ain't going nowhere. I like how he started that and jumped off the ropes. He got to the ropes right off, tangled himself up. Good. Setting it up for the good drama that's about to happen. Good sell. Not being able to pick him up. Good stomp. Good camera angle on that front side. Good turn. Yes, good sell. Missed him a little bit on the head scissors. That's okay. That comes in time. Nobody's perfect. Don't think I'm getting on to you. I'm not. Nobody's perfect. We all have mistakes. We've all made mistakes in the ring. We've all done stuff announcing that we shouldn't have done. We've all said things we shouldn't say. Good chops. Good chops on him. Good job selling it, but it looked like he was going for, you know, the gorilla and couldn't get it. That gorilla splash. Good backslide. Nice little schoolboy roll up. Crucifix. A little bit quicker on the crucifix, but you did great. Great job getting him down. Great job using his body. Great job selling the hips. And I'm not listen, I'm not trying to knock you. I don't want you to think that, Mr. Wilde. I really don't. Oh, good catch. Nice try going for that power bomb. Great clothesline. That's a fantastic clothesline, Mr. Vain. Good thrust into it. Those of you that are watching at home, that's how you want to close somebody. You want to rip their freaking head off. And that was a beautiful sell, too, on Mr. Wilde. Great sell on that clothesline. Oh, he hit old spaghetti straps. Great spine buster. Called it, locked it in, picked him up, got good elevation, and threw him down perfectly. And a great sell, Mr. Wilde. Great sell on that spine buster. Good job there, Spaghetti Straps, getting involved on the outside. Taunt the crowd, too. Great taunt out there. That's it. Notice how he stomped while he was on the ground. He stomped, he hit the ground and stomped at the same time. Little things make a big difference. Little things. A little bit of dead space there as he backed off and told him to get off the ropes. He waited just a second, which is fine. Talk to him. That's right. I'll do whatever I want. You tell him. Good pickup on this suplex. Look at this. Nice vertical suplex. Great fall. Great sell. Hey guys, thank y'all for coming in and joining and being here. We're doing just a little bit of Championship 1 wrestling. We're just going over it, just watching it a little bit. I'm giving my 2 cents on it. I'm having to watch it on the screen up here because that's where it's at. And my camera is right here in front of me, and there was no way to put my camera up there today. So I do apologize that my head's turned and I'm getting that side view today. Should be over to the left just a little bit. Catch the ref's face, catch his Wilde's face, and catch AJ. There he goes. He moved. He got it. Perfect. He realized it as soon as he was there. He realized what he was doing. He should have slapped his knee whenever he need him. Or slapped his leg. He went up. He should have slapped the other leg. You know, get that slap sound in there to make it sound like he really hit him with the knee. Jaden, you're doing great, though. Mr. Vain, you're doing great. Mr. Wilde, you're doing great, too. You're selling everything he gives you. This was a very well put together match. Very well thought out. Good chops. Caught him on that hurt. Good catch out of there. Kick to the face. Oh, good job. Nice enziguri there. Another rope enziguri. Nice little cheating pushing that rope to him. Got to dig deep a little bit. He's digging deep. He's telling a great story. Telling a wonderful story here, guys. Oh, got him picked up. Good power bomb. Should be a capitalization moment there. He power bombs and he goes, "That's it. You know, that's it. I'm done." That's all right. They're telling a great story, though. That would have got the crowd so hot if he would have done it. That's it. Which they're in it. I mean, they're into this match. Good catch on the enziguri. That looked like a weak attempt because he's a little tired for that clothesline. You got to sell it hard. Sell it hard whenever you do it. All right, now we got another visitor coming outside. They got a small little rivalry going on, don't they? Got him on the roll up. Good job trying to take advantage of there and tell that story. Caught him again. Good chop. Good chop. Sell it. Sell it, baby. You're doing a good job there. That's it. Talk to him and tell him, this is my match. You stay out of it. You can have him later. Good fight backs, Mr. Wilde. Good frog splash for the win. Great match, guys. Great match. If you both are watching it, great match. Jaden Vain, Mr. Wilde, excellent match. Excellent match. The minuscule stuff that I'm talking about, it's just minuscule. You guys had a wonderful match. Don't take it to heart. Don't think that I'm out here trying to critique you on everything you do that's wrong. I'm not trying to do that. I just want everybody to get better. I want everybody to have a good promotion. I want y'all to have fun. Not only have fun, but be able to sell it for the next level if you want to go to that next level. And you guys are doing awesome. So we got a little promo coming up. What is this? He's coming. Who is he? And why is he coming? I think it's the maskless, capeless Avenger that we had a couple weeks ago. Yeah, whoever you are, come out. I'd say the same thing. You want some, come get some, homie. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break real quick. I need to use the restroom and get something to drink, and we'll be right back shortly, okay? I do apologize about this. I'm going to put you on the break screen, but I will be right back. Okay, guys, I do apologize about that. I am so sorry. I had to take a quick break. As you see up on the top right hand corner, I've got my little website up there that's got my merchandise. That's my merch store. That is www.streamlabs.com/a rabid beaver, as it's spelled there, /merch. I have Wrestle Talk stuff on there. I've got my Camel Toe Adventure stuff on there. I've got all my live streaming with a rabid beaver on there. I've got all sorts of stuff on there: tumblers, shirts, hoodies, baseball shirts. Just give it a check out and go look at it and see if there's anything that you like while you're there. If there is, definitely like and subscribe. Try to get you some stuff. I'd love to have you. Also have a tip page on there. If you like everything that I do, you can click those three little bars on the top right hand corner beside the shopping mark. Click home or tips, and it'll take you directly to a tip page on either one where you can see me there directly as well. Let's get back to the action. Let me get back into it. Sorry about that. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me. Bojangles sweet tea. Adrian Ace. I can't remember what he called that bat. He called it like Beverly or Bethany or Beatrice, or he called it something like that last week. And for what it is, that could be a good thing to call that that bat something like that. But it's really just Janice with a different name, guys. We all know that. He looks like Juggernaut without the helmet. My mic is clipping a little bit. Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that until just now. Let me fix it again for you guys. All right, I'm going to turn the gain down on it just a hair so it doesn't clip for you guys right there. Hopefully that'll be a little bit better. If it's not, you let me know. So that should be a little bit better. We shouldn't be getting as close to the red as we were before. I'm so sorry about that. I didn't realize it was that loud. It just clipped in my headset. That's how I heard it. That's my 8 o'clock alarm that's going off in the background. Hold on. Let me turn that off. I do apologize about stepping away, guys. I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize I had messages on my phone as well that were popping up while we were going through and broadcasting because it's so loud in here I can't hear it. I didn't catch the guy in the red's name whenever he came through against Adrian Ace. I do apologize for that. Let's find out. Christian Garrett. I'll message all of you guys back that are messaging me and calling me right now. I'll message all of you back as soon as we're done with these videos. Hello. Thank you for coming in. Hope you guys are doing good today. Christian Garrett. Yeah. He's biting him. He's biting his hand. Good flip over. Good toe release. A little late sell, but it worked. Great camera view. Great camera view there. Good eye poke. Little shoulder block. It was a hard sell on the shoulder block, but he got it. Need to stomp just a little bit on the forearms and on the punches. The little kick he was doing in the corner, just a small stomp, would have went a long way there too. And look, I'm not trying to tear y'all apart. Don't think I am. I'm not. I'm just talking out my mind here. A little down. If he would have moved just a little bit to the right and caught it from the turnbuckle angle at the bottom, that'd have been a little bit of a better shot. But he's doing great. Great job. Good job catching both of them and the ref, the backside of the ref calling it. Knock Janice down. Or Beverly or Brittany or whatever he called it. Barbara Beatrice. Oh. A little clap there when he went up. Good senton. Good sell on the senton. A little bit down, either up or down on either side. This one needs to be down towards that turnbuckle that's going towards his right-hand side. Because you see how he's cutting off the match? Minuscule complaints. Y'all did a great job. Great, great job. Please don't let it deter you. Good kick. Good sell on the kick. It looked like he had a hard time getting him off the ground. From this angle, look, from where I'm sitting and watching it on this angle. That other angle, it looked good into the crowd. That was a good view from the crowd coming in. Cameron needs to go around a little bit and catch the face, catch the pain, even if he just goes to the turnbuckle side view. He could have probably even got up on the top and got it from a down angle. Good kick. Good sell on that. Small little clothesline. Really go into it. Really go into it. You're Christian, I'm not getting on to you, buddy. I'm not getting on to you. I want the best for you. I think that you're a great performer. You did a great job with this match. Please don't take it that way. Good double kick. Call for him. Call for him. See how you got your hand? Call for him. Get up. Get up. Good catch there. I'm not sure what that twist was all about. Why he twisted him and shoulder blocked him. But that's part of the storyline. We'll just have to go with it. It's all right, buddy. Y'all are getting better every time you do this. Every time you go out there, you get a little bit better. Every time you wrestle somebody, you get more comfortable with them. The more comfortable you are with wrestling somebody, the better matches you have with that person, because you can talk to them openly about stuff. You can tell them, I'd like to do this, or can we try this? And, you know, most of the time they're going to give you the freedom to do it or try it because you're doing it. And the more matches you have with somebody in particular, the better it starts to look over time, because you're so familiar with one another. You know where everybody's strengths is. You know where everybody's weaknesses are. You know how to carry somebody and how to make it look good. So don't think that this is a bad match in my mind by any opinion. I don't want you to think that. You guys are doing the best you can with what you got, and you're doing a good job. Oh, Spaghetti Straps is back. AJ Black. And Vain's out there after he got his gear off. We're the standard. That's right. This kid's got other experience somewhere else. If you notice, he picked one set of ropes, and he was talking into that set of ropes like the big camera was there, the big production camera's there. Little things like that make a big difference too, because he picked it, he knew exactly which side of the crowd he wanted to talk to, and when he turned a little bit and came right back. That was a very good promo aesthetically from where he gave it. Mr. Vain, great job, sir. Taking a little bit long to develop for him to come out, but not bad. Not bad at all. He had to let it build up. That's all right, AMJ. You tripped there. Everybody does. The crowd really loves him. They really react to AMJ real well, extremely well. They react to Mr. Wilde that way too. They really react to both of those very well. He likes to cheat. He's yelling at him. He likes to cheat. Who doesn't like to cheat? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying in wrestling, baby. That's where the I'm smarter than you comes in. I'm smarter than you because I can get away with it. All right, he's backed off a little bit too far, but he's got a good angle view of everybody in. He could have stood up. He could have got on the ring rails there and stood up and got the side view and had it kind of cornered in, and it would have got everybody just as well. I shouldn't complain. Y'all are doing great jobs. I'm so sorry for complaining. Good job. Good chokehold down. Wow. Good bump. He hit that perfect on a fall. He's got some training elsewhere too. He's selling it that he really hurt him real bad. I mean, he's selling it real good. Back him off, ref. Don't let him in. Oh, now he's going to taunt him a little bit. All right, good job. Nice job selling like he was about to get into the lockup with him, and then he totally double-crossed it. Okay, hip toss. He put his hands behind him. That time it was great. His arm was flat out again. That's where you want it to be, flat out. AJ, you're doing great, buddy. I'm not yelling at you. Don't think I am. You're doing great. Sell that arm a little bit more. There you go. Good arm toss. Right into that arm bar. Arm bar a little bit up. He needs to be up just to the left a little bit. Or down, farther down, either way. Good hit. Good hit. One more. Good leapfrog. Good hip toss back over. Perfect timing on that, too. The whole body goes down. Great sell, AJ Black. A little bit harder there, or, well, maybe not harder, but, get a good pop in it. Good clubs to the back. Oh, there we go. Look at this. Talking him over, going to get him down. That's it. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, baby. I said it earlier. And that's what makes a good tag team a good tag team. They know how to work together, and they know how to cheat together, and they know how to tell the story like a great team. Good stomp. Good job catching the mat off that stomp. Great punch. Stomp for that punch, baby. No, he's not going to get his head. He's trying. There you go. Several. Notice he's stomping back and forth too, selling it. He's selling it hard. What a good performance selling it. Ball. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He wanted to get out of it a little bit too early. Stay up there next time, AMJ. Stay up there until you get all 10, and then give your signal and get off. Great job, AMJ. Great match. Y'all are doing really good. You kids are doing really, really good. Great job selling the floor throw, too. That was really good selling that floor throw. Good job stomping on him on the outside. Distracting the ref, talking to him about it. Come over here when you got to talk about something. He should have looked right at the camera when he came back and went, "We're the champions. We're number one. We're something." He should have gave him a very good buzz line there. Good view. Nice reversal on the suplex. Good job selling that suplex to the ground, too. Slap that mat, baby. Not only cheer for him, but slap that mat. Get them in there. You're doing a great job, though, guys. Great job. Kind of got him from a back view there. Leapfrog over here. I don't think he was ready for that. I thought he was thinking he was going to splash him on the front one. Good job mocking him a little bit. Selling those punches. I love it. I love to see people sell those punches. Good atomic drop. Great atomic drop, really, to be honest with you. I'm going to pause it here for just a second. All right, so we're talking about that atomic drop, right? You sold that atomic drop incredibly well. But there's one particular group that does that atomic drop and sells it on both ends, the front end and the back end. If they receive it or if they get it, and that's the Brothers of Funstruction in the NWA. If you haven't watched their most recent match, there's a section in it where they're racing Kratos and Odinson. That's in their portion of it where they do an atomic drop, where one of them gives the atomic drop to either Kratos or Odinson, and then they sell it. They sell it extremely well. I definitely want you guys to watch that because you sold it just as good as they did, if not better, with just a little bit of difference inside of it. So you guys did a great job on that thing, and that's something you don't see very much often in the little indies anymore. You don't see atomic drops anymore. So you guys did a great job with that. Let's get back into it. Oh, it's taking off the tape. It's only one of two things happens when you take off the tape. That's one of them. Distracting the ref. Good job turning his back to the ref so he can't see the tape around his throat. Camera should be down at the other angle or at the top angle. You got to catch their face, just not their backs. Don't throw his tape. He spent good money on it. You hear him. What a good sell. He took it off. What's he supposed to do? He took it off. Good sell. Good job there. He's got him again. What a great match. What a great match this is, AMJ. What a great match this is, AJ Black. It checks a lot of my boxes. Like, this match checks a lot of my boxes. Good clothesline coming out of that. Good turnaround. Frontward atomic drop. Grab the ropes and shake them, baby. Take everything off and shake them ropes. That's all you're missing. Good hit. Get him out of there. Good job selling that. Falling on the apron and then falling on the ground. A little bit weak of that uppercut. Really sell it. Slap yourself when you go into it. Great match, guys. Wonderful match. Y'all did wonderful. AJ Black, Justin Vain, y'all sold this match really well. You get the drama into it really well. AMJ, you did wonderful job offensively and defensively and trying to sell the storyline on the match. You guys were great. This is probably, if not the best match, one of the best matches of the night. The first match was definitely a wonderful match. Very well put together as well. Fanning him off. Come on, you got to get up. I got to fan you off. Lift him up. We are the bad guys. Again, he's following him. He should be in front of him, leading him and guiding him. At least to that other ring post, then let him get around him on that other ring post. Whenever he should hop up while he's in the middle, hop up on there, or get in the second. Yeah, he got in the second rope. That's good. Scratch that, guys. I'm sorry. I'm a little ahead of myself. Miss Danielle, do you have a phone holder that works as a tripod, a handheld tripod? Maybe with like a light on it or something? Because the way it looks, and I'm not trying to jump all over you. I don't want you to think that anyway. But the way it looks like they're holding it from the side, like you got the camera in your hands like this, like your phone's here, is what it looks like. And they're trying to hold their fingers out like that and move that camera as they're going. And it's not bad. It's not bad at all. That camera is very good. Whatever camera they use, that's very good camera. Oh, you don't? Okay. Don't worry about that. That'll come in time. Um, I'll see if Timu can send me one. I'm sponsored by Timu on some of the stuff that I do, and I'll just have to talk to them to see if they can send me one for your phone. You got an iPhone? What version is it? 14 plus. Okay. I'll see if they've got one for it. A handheld. They may not, they might have the handheld, but they might sell the other additions to it. The lighting on it and the microphone on top. They might sell that as an addition. But I'll see if they can sponsor me one for the show, and if they can, I'll gladly sponsor you guys with it. It'll take me a couple weeks. Normally, when I give them a request for something to do a gear review, it normally takes them about 14 business days to get back to me. So about 3 weeks from now is when I'll have an answer once I decide to get to them. I can't promise they'll do it, but I can try. You know, that's all we can do is try. And if they'll do it for me and I'll do a gear review on it, we can send them videos like this of you using it. And it would be something beneficial to them, something beneficial to us, and we can move forward. Good shoulder block. Nice leapfrog over. He sold that really well. Great hip toss. Good back elbow. Beautiful clothesline. He sold it with the run. He sold everything with that run coming in. Matt, you did a wonderful job on that little sequence. Great job on that sequence going in. I'm going to get him to check him again. Make sure he's not cheating. Good punch. Good sell on that punch, too. As soon as he hit the ground, it shook him and he rolled. Good snap suplex. Great sell on the back end of him flopping up and rolling. Matt, great sell, buddy. Great sell. That's a testament to how these two have worked together in the past and worked for a while together in the past. Good swinging net break. Well, it was a swinging net breaker. It was a neck breaker. Good neck breaker. Good job talking to the ref, telling him what you wanted out of it, telling him he was wrong. Good stomps on those kicks. See how he stomped into that elbow too? Great stomp into the elbow, selling it hard. Good stomp. He should have been down just a little bit, down a little bit further to the right. Good DDT. Nice. Tornado DDT there coming out of that. Or tilt-a-whirl DDT. I'm sorry, I named that wrong. That's tilt-a-whirl. Good job selling. Sell the hits. I didn't catch that he grabbed his leg. I thought he lifted him just straight up. He did a great job grabbing that leg and going back. See, the camera showed me something I didn't see from the other angle. Good elbow. Good snap on that elbow, too. Great job selling it, Matt. Great job selling that it's hurt you. Scream a little bit. He throws it on in. Ah! Oh, my God. Ah! Good job. He's setting him up. He's talking to him a little bit, telling him what's going on, but he's doing it at a good angle. Nice little chin breaker. Got him on the back elbow. You couldn't see it because of the rope, but he got him good with that back elbow. I'm pretty sure he's selling it good, too, off that hit. We're morons. Sell on the headbutt. Good flop back for the bump on the ground. He spread out wide. That's a good veteran move right there. You can tell that he's had a little bit of training, a little bit of extra training too. Good leapfrog. Great heel kick. Great sequence into the heel kick. That little sequence is why he was the champion. Because he knew how to put it together off of the run. He knows how to put it together on the ground, and he can talk to the crowd really well. Should have screamed a little bit there when he stepped on him. Ah! Ah! You're doing good, though, buddy. I'm sorry. I know I'm griping a little bit. I shouldn't be griping. I enjoy you guys. The rope's in the way a little bit. It needs to either go down or up, or climb up or go down. One of the two. There is another way you can solve that, too. Good sequence there. Remind me here in a minute, and I'll tell you how you can solve that. Good DDT. Great flat on him. Good win, Matt. Good win. That was great off that DDT. All right, guys. So where he was catching that rope, there's two ways to solve that. And one is you go underneath the rope and you get through it, and the other is you can build a platform for him to stand on in that other top corner that can catch. It's from the bell or from that post, just a little bit over, about 2 foot or 3 foot over, and you've got a little platform there. And that way, there's a camera that can be stationary sitting up top. So when that happens, he could slide up and get on it and go directly up. But either way works. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the table. I just hit it again. Good for you, Matt. Good for you, buddy. Great job. AMJ's coming. I thought whenever he came out, I wasn't really familiar with the whole storyline about what had happened between him and Alex Michales. I thought AMJ, because Alex Michales was his rival last week, right? So I thought that whenever he came out, that he was going to attack him and kind of like, that's going to be mine. That's what I thought that was going for. But I didn't realize that they were best friends. So that really caught me from a surprise standpoint too. That's it. Celebrate with your friend. Front angle. Walk around and get the front angle. A little late on it. So now he's coming to this side. Good job standing up. Got him to stand up on it. Congratulations, Matt Taylor. Congratulations, buddy. That's going to be the end of that. Let's exit out of here real quick and we'll talk for a minute. We'll get over here on my camera view. All right. So now that that's not on the screen and I can talk to you guys directly, first and foremost, I want to say that the promotion was a lot better this week than what I watched last week. It was done a lot better. The camera views were a lot better. There was just a couple scenes in there where it didn't go like it should have, but that's not really your problem. It's just sometimes that's how the angles work in the wrestling business. Sometimes you're not going to get the best, especially when you're only using one camera. Um, I told last week, the other places that I've been, some of the churches that I've won, we had several different cameras to get different angles for different things and different pieces. And that's the truth. You get several different angles from different views, and you can get a better promotion. And like the little thing that I said there at the end, like you could build a box. You've already got ring steps on the other side. I mean, they can always use the ring steps to get up on that side, but if you needed that angle on the other side, you could build a small little podium box and have them stand up on that podium box, or just that handheld up and down would do a great job too. I'm not knocking them holding it. They did a great job holding your camera. I don't want you to think that. I just think that if they had the little stand that they could hold and move up and down with them, or if they had a shoulder stand where it sits up there on their shoulder and they got it right, that way when they're moving, all they've got to do is hold on to the front side of it and it's moving direct without moving the camera. It's leveling the camera off. Um, and like I said, I'll reach out to Timu. I can't promise that they'll get that for us. I don't know if they even have it. They may have it, but I need to find out if they've got it for sure. And if they do, it'll take them some time to get back to me, and then I'll try to do a big product review on it, and we'll do a product review live. I'll let you guys use it live and see how you like it if they allow me to have it. So, um, and we'll do like little things like that, and we'll try to keep stuff going like that because that would be something great for you guys to have. If they don't, I'll let you know for sure. I'll be the first one to tell you, and that's why I said I can't promise that it's going to happen. I can't promise that they're going to allow me to do it, but if they allow me to do it, I definitely will for you guys. That'll be something that'll be good for you guys, especially moving forward. And if they give me one that's got a light on it, that light will make a huge difference on the corners. And then whenever like the wrestlers are up and he's looking up at them like direct with the camera, he's trying to watch them with the camera like this, guiding for them like this. It'll make a big difference on that because whenever you lift it up, that camera's going to be projecting like right here bright, and it'll be right in their face. So you'll get the rings, you'll get everything, you'll get that whole view on them. That'll help them out. So that'll be a big plus for you guys. Um, the first match and the AMJ match, those two matches were excellent matches in my opinion. The Vain match was a really good match. You put on a really great production between those three matches altogether. Of course, the last Matt and um, Alex Michales was a wonderful match as well. The reason that I'm giving props to the other matches that were before it is because they had to be the precursor for the main event. The main event's going to be good, but you don't know how good the wrestling's going to be going up. Your opening match set the tone for that whole show. They put on the best show for an opener for an indie spot that I've seen in a while. Those boys did such a good job. And I've got Tevin, little Tevin, dude. I'm going to tell you something. That little kid's going to be a star one day. If not here, somewhere. That little kid's going to be a star. And I'm going to tell you why is because he gets the crowd involved so much. He's whoever he's watched and whoever he's training under and whoever he's been, besides whoever he's with right now, they have taught him the right way to get that crowd involved and to get them going and to keep them pumping. That's something he's going to take with him the rest of his life. And it doesn't matter where he's going to go, that little kid is going to be a superstar somewhere because he's going to know how to get the crowd in it. He's going to know how to make the crowd react. He's going to know how to be the bad guy. He's going to know how to be the good guy. He's got it all going. So I'm really looking for good things coming from him. Like I said, that first match just set the tone for the whole night. It made sure that not only that night was going to be a great section for wrestling, but that the wrestling that you were going to see was going to be above par wrestling. It wasn't going to be just little any mini mighty mo wrestling. It wasn't going to be just wrestling from the street or backyard wrestling. It was going to be real wrestling. And so that was a great job setting that up. The booker, whoever the booker was, you did a wonderful job setting these matches up on Saturday night last night. And you did an even better job storytelling with the people that you set in those matches. So I know that comes as a shock, especially saying that for an indie promotion. The camera angles were so much better this week, uh, so much better this week than what I did last week, for a couple reasons. For one, you listened. You not only listened, but whoever you had behind the camera actually was working it to try to get those angles in. They did a great job. So, whoever the cameraman was, uh, thank you guys so much. And little stuff happens as the show goes on. You could tell there towards the end, like I told you, he's catching the ropes. He's catching the ropes. But you got to realize if it's the same cameraman and he's holding that camera like this for 30 minutes, you hold it 2 or 3 minutes like this and your arms start to get tired. You're holding it for 30 minutes, your arms are really tired. You're holding it for an hour like that, your arms are hurting to the point that all you want to do is put them down when it's like that. And that's why I said like getting the shoulder holder would be a lot better, or getting that lift holder would be a lot better, because then you can change arms and give one arm a break in between, and you're not having to compensate for holding your camera like this the whole time and letting the weight of the camera be in your hands. And a lot of people don't realize that, but your arms, your arms are already 8 to 10 pounds a piece. And then with the camera added into it, if it's 2 or 3 pounds, or 4 or 5 pounds, or 6 or 7 pounds, you're adding that into the weight of your arms as well. So your arms aren't used to carrying that muscle with you. So it's a little bit different. Um, a lot of times you'll see in some of the real promotions, Coca-Cola guys. Sorry, a lot of times what you'll see in a lot of the real promotions is you'll see them have the shoulder camera, but they've got like a contraption attached to their chest going down with that little handheld. And that contraption is to keep it level, because it's on a base going around their shoulder. Or they'll wear the bodysuit strap where they put the bodysuit on and then they mount the camera to it and they're running around with it. Those things are expensive. Like um you can find some cheap ones for like $900. Those are cheap ones that will just, give you the stability control that you need. But the expensive ones that will do the weight reduction bar on the top and have auto focusing and all that, those are like, between 5 and 15,000, just depending on what you want and where you're getting it from. So, so it just really depends on what you want to do. But the little ones, those little handhelds aren't going to be bad. If they've got a mic and a camera, your camera was excellent. Your mic was excellent. Your mic picked up a lot of stuff that was going on in the arena, that was coming through the background of the arena, and you need that. You need to have at least one camera that picks up the arena sound. Um, we mentioned it last week, and I'll mention it again. I think that whoever's sitting at the ring announce desk there, if you had an announce team, like just a couple people that were just gibbly gawking back and forth on a live cast like we're doing right now, they're just going back at it. That would make a big difference. But you'd have to have it set up to where, I'm sorry, I keep looking up here and it's throwing my face off. I'm trying to see myself. Um, but if you had that, that would make a big difference in your promotion too, because then whenever you're live, you can just do straight audio from them. If they had like a little lapel or a headset like this, two little headsets, you could catch the headsets. This one's got a mic on it, but this mic isn't really great. But you could catch it direct from this little mic going in, and that would be the only thing it would be grabbing was, the wrestling match and the mic. You could have the camera. um you'd have to wire it in somehow from the camera, or bluetooth the wiring into your computer. But you could have that sound coming directly in, and then they could be talking over the sound, and you could just fade it in and out. There's little ways to do lots of things. Now that's an eventual thing. That's not a let's fix this tomorrow, let's get this done tomorrow. This is just stuff over time that'll make your promotion look like it already looks great. Don't take me wrong, but professional promotions. That just little stuff over time makes stuff look professional, and that looks extremely professional the way you did it tonight. But you could definitely have a good Ghibli Gop team up there that's just jib jabbing and talking about wrestling and having some fun, and that's all they do. And it could rotate. You could always have a special guest come in. Cameron Coxx could be up there one day, and then the next day, it could be AJ Black, and then the next day it could be this one that's coming in, and they're always your special guest for the night. So even if they're not on the card to wrestle, they have a spot inside the promotion to do something that's showing that they can work their way up. Um, I was telling somebody the other day, I paid to go to wrestling school there for a while, and one of the biggest things it was Dr. Tom Pritchard, and one of the biggest things that he did for promo day for us is he set up two different things. He had a green screen on one side, and then on the other side he had a backdrop, and then he would hand somebody a microphone, and he had a dummy camera that was behind us, and he would go, "You're the good guy. You're facing this dude, and this is the name of the pay per view. Go." And you just had to come up with it. Like it was just right then. You're coming up with it right now. You got to get it right now. And so whatever happened, and then he'd stop you sometimes and go, you're the bad guy now, and you're the good guy. Go. And you just had to do it, whatever it was. And little things like that make a big difference too, because it teaches people to think outside the box. You have to think outside the box when it comes to being interviewed, when it comes to talking to somebody, when it comes to being on an announce desk, when it comes to doing little stuff like this. Like, I know I'm just giving a personal opinion. I will. I'll message you. I'm sorry. I just saw your message. I know I'm giving a personal opinion and a review, my personal review, but you have to remember my opinion don't really matter a whole lot. What matters is the fans. So I'm a fan first and foremost, but those fans, if they're into it, it does not matter what happens. If the heat is real to them, the heat is real. If the storylines are real to them, the storyline is real. And let me tell you something, one or two good storylines could change everything. One storyline could change your whole promotion. One good storyline changes everything. And it doesn't matter what it is, you could get the heat so real that it changes everything. Something that Dr. Tom told us too while we were in his classes is he always said, real life problems that you have with real life people make money. So if it's real, it's real. It's gonna make money. If that means that you and your girlfriend are breaking up and she's your valet and now she's going to leave you every time you get in the ring, that's going to make money for you because you showed her off as your girl, you're this, you're that, and now she's no longer with you. It's going to make money. The Rayce Steele stuff makes money. You want to know why? People are invested in it because they want to know how it's going to turn out between him and Dalton Blake. It's just a great angle. Professional booking book stuff like that because they know that the angle is going to be going good. I kind of was crapping on NWA a couple weeks ago. Oh, I'm sorry, I hit the table again. I was kind of crapping on NWA a couple weeks ago, and one of the reasons why I crapped on them a little bit is because their storyline just went everywhere. So, okay, and I'll give you an example of it. So, EC3 wins the World Heavyweight Championship, right? The following week, he comes out and cuts a promo with Jack Dane saying that he's going to give him a title shot, and Jack Dane is starting to do the promo back to him. So they're setting it up. There's going to be a title match, right? The following week, Jack Dane tags with Tim Storm. So he doesn't cut a promo. He doesn't get anything involved. EC3 isn't even there. There's nothing said about that match. Not even a mention of it for the pay-per-view. So how do you do that? You want to talk about, especially if there's a championship match coming up, you want to talk about the challenger and the champion. That's going to make money. If you can't figure out how to talk about the challenger and the champion, then you don't deserve to be there. And I hate to say that, but I crapped on them real bad over that. Then the storyline changed again. So the following week after that, uh, EC3 didn't wrestle, and two other people were wrestling in the ring. Tim Storm gets in the final match. He starts getting manhandled by a bunch of people. Then Jax Dane and EC3 come out. Now they did do something special there. They saved Tim Storm, right? And then they had a stare off. He shook his hand like I appreciate you, and then they did a stare off. No mention of the match again. Just a what's going to happen. Okay, you're building drama and you're building a little bit suspense, but you need to talk about it. You need to set it up like it's a rival. It's going to be a rival. Um, and so like I said, I was crapping on them over it. Well, you know what they did last week? They set it up. They set it up. They set it out. They started talking about it. And so you got to realize that your real life drama makes real life money, whether it's somebody who's good on the mic or somebody who's bad on the mic. And I've said it. I've said it in their review too. I don't think EC3 is the champion for them. I just don't. It's not that I don't like him. I think he's a great worker. I think that he holds himself up well, but I don't think that he has long-term sustainability for that company. I think he's more of a rogue warrior. And this is a personal opinion, as a wrestling fan, coming from a wrestling fan, he's more of a rogue warrior in their organization. And I don't think that he could hold them down very long. I don't think he could sustain them very long. And that's a personal opinion, and that's a hard place to be. Vice versa, you've got a great promotion going for you. Your title changes are good. Your matches are good. You're setting up the storylines perfectly. Your booker is setting up the storylines perfectly. They're running the storyline the way it needs to be run. And you're giving the opportunity to your talent to do things that most people don't do. There is some things that I would like to see, but eventually that's an eventual thing. And one of them is is some live promos. Like a lot of the big promotions got big from having a promo at the desk or a promo on a drop screen or a promo in the back. A lot of them went through it. I mean, you can go through and watch it. Watch some of the 70s and 80s wrestling if you don't believe me. They would take somebody to the podium and then they'd say, "Now with me at this time is my special guest, yada yada yada." And then they would start, "Thank you for having me. I'm so glad to be here. But I got to tell you at da 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 da, it's gonna be da 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 da, and I'm gonna be da 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 da." I mean, they'd go into it, and then they'd have a rebuttal. They'd do a couple matches, and a rebuttal would happen, or they would wait until the next week, and a rebuttal would happen on that, or they would do like like you guys want to do and get on a talk show, and they would talk about it a little bit, and then at the live event somebody would rebut them. Little things like that make a big difference because those promotions were building the drama to the point that the people knew it was real. Like the heat was real, everything was real. I heard Larry Zabisco tell a story live one time. It was actually at the Tom Pritchard thing that we were at, that I was at. um, he comes in and he says, they're in New York City, and he's on this subway, and he says this lady just keeps looking at him, right, and just keeps looking at him, and he knows she's going to come up and say something to him. He knows it's going to happen, and he said, the week before he did a double cross on somebody and turned on them, and he said they're on the subway and it's running and it's just going downhill and it's moving, and she finally gets the nerve to walk over to him, and she comes over and starts beating him with her cane. She's beating him with the cane, telling him how he's nothing but a low down, double dirty crossing bastard, and he's having to get off the subway with her chasing him with his cane because they were so invested into the storyline. They told it so well that it went good. And he said, the following week he has to go to the podium and he's got all these cane marks on him, and he has to cut a promo at the podium with Gagne, so you have to think about it like that is, it's got to be so real in somebody's mind that they're going to make it bigger for you. The realer it is, the more money you're going to make. And that's really where you're going, and you're doing a great job on it. You've got the storyline set, you've got them running good. And like I said, I'm just minimized. I'm griping a little bit. I really am. I'm griping a little bit. And I don't mean to crap on your product. I'm not trying to crap on your product. I think your product's wonderful. I think that if you guys are in the area of McDonald, Tennessee, Ooltewah, Chattanooga, Cookville, if you guys have the time to drive down, wherever you're from, Sparta, you guys have the time to drive down, I'd encourage you to drive down to 130 McDonald School Road, excuse me, 130 McDonald School Road in McDonald, Tennessee, Saturday nights. They are $8 at the gate. If you're using a card, there's a 50-cent service charge on the card. So it'd be $8.50 for cards. Children under 5 are free. So, and doors normally will open at 7. I believe this Saturday they're going to be opening at 6, just to let you guys get in a little bit early and converse a little bit with the things that are going on there. And wrestling always starts at 8 o'clock on the dot on the bell there for them. So they do a great job with that. And listen, they got lots of stuff. They got tumblers, T-shirts, promo cards, posters. What they've got a lot of merchandise there for you too. So if you're trying to do that, and Danielle, do they do meet and greets as well? Do you guys do meet and greets and do signings? So she'll let me know in the comments here in just a second. But I'm pretty sure that they do. But I'll definitely make sure to tell you the truth if they do, if they'll do a little meet and greet for you. But they've got lots of stuff that's going on down there, and they definitely love the crowd to be involved. As you heard, the crowd was talking all night. They were involved all night. That's what you want. You want the crowd to be involved all night. And it started with that first match. It started with that match where Tevin was on the outside and he was being that barker, getting everybody involved. She said some do it at intermission, that they have it at intermission, that people will go to the ring and go to the tables, and they'll do signings at the tables, and they'll do a little meet and greet down there. So that is true. They will have those for you as well. Uh, so I'm telling you, great wrestling for the money, you can't beat it. For the promotion, you can't beat it. They definitely believe what they're doing is right. It looks great. It's going to be great, and the more they do it, the better it's going to be. Every week is getting better. Every week it's building up the tension a little bit more. Every week it's getting a little bit more real, and every week you're starting to see everybody come into their own. And that's what you want as your promotion. You want them to come into their own, rule your territory as their own, and move on. And they're doing such a good job at that. They can request any superstar to sign, is what she said too. So if at intermission you would like to have somebody sign for you, you just need to get in touch with them and see if they would sign for you, and they can request it. And I'm 100% certain that they would, right, Miss Danielle? She's in the chat on Facebook, guys. If you're wondering, those of you that are on YouTube and also that are following on Kick, um, but she's telling me that yes, that should be correct. That you can request any superstar to do it as well. So, you know, great promotion, guys. And they got something special coming up, isn't it? Right, Miss Danielle? You've got Seasons Beatings coming up. When is that date on Seasons Beatings, Miss Danielle? Miss Danielle, she's going to get back to me. Just give her a second. And actually, Jackson is going to be there at Seasons Beatings. So that's going to be something really special for anybody who's going to be coming down and watching it there too. So, you guys are in for a great treat. It definitely to see Action Mike Jackson. The man's been in the business a long, long time. He's been helping train and teach a long, long time and being helpful to anybody who wants to learn inside the business. He's definitely one of those guys that you could go to and ask any questions to at any time if you needed something, and he'll give you an honest answer and honest opinion. So, that's one of the specialties that's going to happen. It's going to be December 30th, she said, Saturday, December 30th, and the doors are opening at 6 p.m. on that. Is that correct? And they will be wrestling at 8 o'clock as normal, $8 for the same pricing there. Children under 5 are free to get into that promotion, so you guys can definitely come down. And then if you're joining me on Facebook, I should have a poll up as well. Oh, he's doing a seminar as well, she says. So what time is his seminar starting, Miss Danielle? Sorry, a little drink break there. I have a little poll over there on Facebook as well. I've got two of them. I want y'all to get involved in that. I want you to tell me what you think, if it's a yes or no on any of those questions that are asked there. If you think that old Gabe, if Gabe Walters should be losing the chops, Miss Danielle just said that he's going to be holding the seminar from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Will the doors open early, or is it strictly 2 p.m., Miss Danielle? So I definitely want to know if you want to see a hair versus hair match there with old Dalton Blake. That'd be some fun stuff. But if not, do you think Gabe Walters should shave them chops if he loses at Loser Leave Town? You think that should be the best stipulation there? All right, it says message our page if they want to sign up. It's $25. So we will leave a link to their page there uh, below. It's Championship One Wrestling on Facebook, and I'll leave that for you guys. I'll definitely put that in there. I'll edit it as soon as this video comes through, and that way you guys can have it because I can't edit it while I'm live. But Miss Danielle will get you all the information on that. And it's from 2 to 5 p.m. on December 30th with Action Mike Jackson. He's going to be holding this class and holding his courses for you guys to let you know. And that goes back to, like I said, if you have any questions or concerns, or you want him to look at something to make sure that you're doing something properly, if you've had training in the past or want new training, this is the man to talk to because he could point you in the right direction. He could get you to the right places, the right people. He could help you out with whatever you need help with. He's got 35, 40 years in the business, so he can point you in the right direction to get you better bookings, better schedulings. He could teach you what you need to know. He could do the meet and greet with you. This is definitely the man you want to speak to if you're going to have that chance and opportunity to do it. So thank you guys once again. We will be ending the broadcast now, and I want to thank all of Championship. Oh, I forgot. Johnny Swinger will also be in action there at December 30th as well. Miss Danielle, thank you for putting that up there. I do apologize about that. That was just a slip on my mind. So at Seasons Meetings, Johnny Swinger is going to be making a special appearance there as well. And that'll be something definitely for you guys to come out and watch and see. He always puts on a great show for everybody to see. He's always in action and always live and always can run his mouth real good. So that'd be definitely be a great one to come out and see too. So thank you all once again for tuning into the broadcast. I hope you all took away something great from this. And let me apologize. I don't want to sound like I'm just a curmudgeon and a gripe. I told it to you last week. I'm a wrestling snob. I'm a true wrestling snob. I told you that I grew up on AWA and NWA and the original WWF and WCCW. And I mean, we were just all over the place with stuff and WCW. But that's what we grew up on. And so I grew up in that era of watching it and then learning from other people that had been through it. So I really come from that wrestling snob background, and I'm just trying to get back into it and trying to get back out there as well. And I want to thank each and every one of you for coming in and viewing on YouTube, on Kick, on Twitch. Those of you that will be picking this up on SoundCloud a little bit later. Also, those of you that'll be joining in on Facebook a little bit later. Thank each and every one of you for coming in and watching this and being a part of this. And Championship One Wrestling wants to thank you. The lovely Miss Danielle wants to thank you. Mr. Kevin wants to thank you. All the wrestlers want to thank you because without you, none of this is possible. So thank you guys so much, so much. And as I told you before, you guys are what makes this run. You guys are what makes this tick. So we definitely want to make sure that you guys are welcome. You're always welcome at Championship One Wrestling. You're always welcome here on the Rabid Beaver channel and always welcome here on Facebook with me. I appreciate you guys for coming in, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. Y'all be safe.